My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what most consider to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw.
Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse. This is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk!
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
For CM Punk, this is a must-win match, not just to retain his title, but to prove himself to all the naysayers out there.
There are those, including JBL, who just don't believe Punk is cut out to be a champion. JBL thinks this match is his chance to end Punk's Cinderella story and grab some gold for himself in the process.
Certainly no love lost between these two, and with the title on the line, we can expect one heck of a fight. Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music, Cole, but just because Punk prefers soda over beer or video games over boardrooms doesn't make him any less deserving of the World Championship.
Headed to the top rope.
Incoming!
Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal.
Solid top early cover for the title. The champ kicks out easily.
Only getting the one count there.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
JBL really wants to put Punk in his place tonight. Wants to snap Punk out of this Cinderella fairy tale he's living. Wants the world title to be represented by a real man once again.
Well, Punk's claiming he's earned this dream to be at SummerSlam and defend the championship to prove that he is a man. A win tonight would be a crowning achievement in Punk's career.
While midnight always strikes and fairy tales are not real.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive. He's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways.
Down with a suplex.
And there might be a lot of support in the crowd tonight for CM Punk, but I think that just adds more rage to every strike JBL delivers. JBL relishes at the opportunity to put a beating.
Take off. Big collision on the splash. The champion taking the high-risk option to retain the title.
What's this? He's
Flying. Oh my gosh, what impact. Bam. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
snapped over by the quick suplex.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed in the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. and many are still shocked that he's champion today.
None more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it.
Boom!
Momentum is running away from Punk.
JBL isn't pulling any punches here against CM Punk.
Strong counter from Punk. Punk finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
Time now for CM Punk to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Punk now with a quick go behind hammerlock. Drops his opponent with a massive line.
Punk prides himself in being disciplined and having plenty of self-control. He's going to need all that here tonight against Bradshaw. A 17-year veteran will play mind games and try to wear the champion down.
And if he comes up high, oh, the high risk does not pay off.
He catches JBL with a counter.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
And the champ might have just... Punk's got the Anaconda Vice in.
Cinching in the Anaconda Vice, weeing his way out. And he's free.
Lift it up. What's next? Gets slammed down. And JBL has gone so far as to call Punk a transitional champion. A fluke even. Bradshaw called this championship run by Punk pathetic. That is a direct quote, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, say what you want about Punk's run. He's knocked off some of the best, including Bradshaw once and Batista on a couple occasions.
Dropped with a scoop slam. Once again having the wind knocked straight out of it.
Axe handle from the middle rope. Turned it into an arm drag. Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate. Bradshaw with the clothesline from him.
Can we have a new cover after that?
Kick out. The champion stays alive.
Taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding a way to survive. That is the marker of a true champion.
I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes of the fact that he hasn't finished this, or if it's disbelief that his...
Ripping their opponent up from the canvas and...
Oh my goodness, punishing their opponent.
CM Punk on the...
Oh, look at the elbows right to the mush.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
And for JBL, he likes to talk about fighting for the old school guys. Likes to look down on the new school superstars like CM Punk. JBL says he won't be pushed out by these twerps.
I would tally that sentiment to self-preservation. JBL isn't going to allow a guy like Punk to take a spot he's worked an entire career for. You don't achieve longevity in this game without putting the boots to some ankle biters.
Ooh, what a punch.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
He just drove his knee right into his cheek. Clothesline from hell from JBL.
Championship on the line. This could be it.
Oh my God.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we witnessing?
And there needs to be a refocus now. That was the moment that could have ended things. A moment that's being replayed in their heads right now.
CM Punk just keeps coming. His tenacity is too much for JBL.
But Punk also can't seem to overcome JBL's raw power. This is incredible.
Oh, deadlift. Look at this power. Power slam. Man, what timing on that counter. Boom.
This whole arena getting behind Punk now, fueling the champ with adrenaline. Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Ooh, great anticipation. Uses the edge of the knee. Oh, stomping away.
DDT. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
He's headed up high.
From way up.
Oh, he lands hard.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Here we go for the championship. The champ goes for the cover.
Oh, he is sadistic. That's the only way to explain why he just abandoned that pin attempt.
And CM Punk is in control.
Credit to Punk for finding a way to overwhelm JBL for the moment.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From the heavens.
We knew there'd be fireworks tonight with two hard-headed...
Crack your knuckles. We've got a dummy block here. And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Oof. Just emptying everything they've got now.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. There's a fisherman suplex.
Uh-oh, the top rope.
Whiplash neckbreaker. JBL isn't being given any room to recover.
Punk's working smarter, not harder, and it has JBL off balance.
Double underhook backbreaker.
Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
And JBL doing what he does best, manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gonna do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down, Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time. Pinning the champ. This could be over.
And referee cuts off the count at one.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
Oh, God.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back.
Oh, GTS.
All hope might be lost for the challenger.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World
gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics, proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
There aren't many people in this industry that I respect more than Rey Mysterio. And while I think the world of Rey Mysterio, it doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. And yes, we've often gotten into fights over our disagreements, but every single encounter with Rey is special. We've had so many great moments, but when it came to this showcase, I went with one that may surprise you. A match where we were on good terms with each other, where we just went out there with the simplest of goals: win the match, earn a title shot. Armageddon 2008. The finals of the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title tournament. Having a chance at WWE gold dangling in front of you is always one hell of a carrot, and we went out there and had a blast trying to outdo the other.
Look at this!
Rey and I have done things to each other over the years that don't exactly scream respect, but at the end of the day, I love Rey. I love our history, and I love this encounter. So let's jump back to that special night in December of 2008 at Armageddon.
Well, current Intercontinental Champion William Regal asked Stephanie McMahon to establish this tournament to ensure that his next challenger is deserving.
Well, I don't think William Regal is going to be disappointed with his pick of the litter tonight. As a matter of fact, every contender in this tournament was deserving.
Rey Mysterio defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz to get here.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, a former world champion, looking forward to this match because it takes him one step closer to perhaps battling for one championship he's never held.
That, of course, being the Intercontinental title.
Well, CM Punk is no longer one half of the World Tag Team Champions. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston losing the gold last night at a WWE live event in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, as devastating as that loss was, Punk has to quickly recalibrate to get the job done tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
I remember in Manchester, William Regal standing victorious in front of all of his countrymen, telling them that he was proudly going to go all over the world defending that Intercontinental Championship.
Vowing to bring prestige and honor, in his words, back to the Intercontinental title.
Two former world champions meeting for the first time ever. CM Punk and Rey Mysterio.
You ask me, either of these men could bring a lot of prestige and honor to the title. Can you believe that this is the first time these two former world champions are faced cover here? Lifts the shoulder up.
He needs to deal more damage before trying that again.
Ooh!
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping. Down for the pin, and he gets the shoulder up.
Tried to make short work of things there. Up and around. Down with a tilt-the-world backbreaker. Time to go for...
He goes for the quick pin attempt. Oh, great counter and a cover. He's got something else in mind, I guess.
Beautiful swinging neck breaker.
I'm not sure how much of CM Punk's head could be in this match after losing the World Tag Team titles last night.
Well, he's facing Rey Mysterio, so he better get his head in the game fast. Just from looking at Punk tonight, I'd say he's pretty focused right now. I think he realizes the bigger picture is getting a shot at the Intercontinental title.
And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
And pumps the shoulder up.
Not even making it past the 2 count. Still a ways to go here.
Trading back and forth blows now. Feels like a hockey fight's just broken up. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
What impressive determination from both competitors. Keeping at each other no matter what.
Toe to toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury. And this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it. Mysterio now. Opponent set up. We know what's coming. Blocks the 619, catches the boot, and then drills down onto the mat.
Bang! He finds a counter. Setting course to the top turnbuckle. Shoulder to the gut. Sunset flip into a powerbomb.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
Headbutt to the gut. Oh, double leg drop.
Kick connects.
Ray taking it to Punk, still vying for the #1 contender spot.
Oh, man. Inflicting more damage to the leg.
CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
That luchador style of Rey Mysterio is proving to be too much for the Second City Saint here. Oh, just bouncing off that ring post. What a gruesome sound we just heard.
He gets back in right before the count. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal.
Nice sit-out powerbomb.
You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force. And Ray had it scouted.
Oof, kick finds it.
Sharp chop there. Oh, man.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he locks in a perfectly applied sharp shooter. Submission lock. One last gasp effort, and that'll do it.
Oh, sit-out slam. Going for the cover here.
Kick out.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Scoop slam.
His core clearly the offensive folk from the top.
Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
I was expecting a great match from both of these men.
Punk Mysterio are not disappointing tonight. Second.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Got out of that position with the desperation jawbreaker.
Punk ducks under, grabs the hammerlock, and followed up with a lariat.
Trying armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in. Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there.
The springboard attack fails to land.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Now positioned out of the top rope.
Softened up opponent has no clue where they're at. This might wake you up in a bad, bad way. Superplex off the top rope.
Mysterio showing the wear and tear this match has taken on him.
Look at this. Placed in the tree of woe. Strikes with a kick. Punk looking to get past Mysterio tonight and clinch a title match against William Regal. Punk and Regal have had some run-ins in the past. Regal defeating Punk earlier in the year to win the King of the Ring tournament.
And a rather fitting outcome it was. I tell you, the Queen was happy that day. The crown always shines brighter when a Brit adorns it.
Rushing into the corner, step up knee, rocks the jaw, and followed by a bulldog headlock.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
CM Punk's been finding an answer for everything Mysterio's doing here.
Well, this #1 contender match full of drama here.
You have to think Intercontinental Champ William Regal is looking on as the 619 setup, but denied by CM Punk.
Ray had it dialed up. Punk has other plans.
What a move by Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana into the 619 position.
And now the second bite of the cherry connects. CM Punk down. And now perhaps in the drop zone for Rey Mysterio to finish this.
Punk out of the way just in the nick of time.
And Mysterio rolling up Punk for the victory. And a kick out by Punk.
Who wants it more?
Punk and Ray have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game.
Boom! Kick to the face for your troubles.
CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects. Is it enough for Punk?
Into the cover. Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Every single person in this arena thought this was about to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Got turned out of their stomach and the sharpshooter's in. This might just do it. This might just end it all.
There is no mercy being shown. Wrenching deep.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Lifted and completely helpless here. Come on, CM Punk. He gets the kick out after the one.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
Yes, Destroyer connects.
Cover. We have a cover.
And the count stopped short of 2.
The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3. Textbook scoop slam. Punk and Ray are pouring
from the top. Oh, got the knees up just in time.
Strong impact. It retaliates with a counter.
Punk ducks under, grabs the hammerlock, and
With a lariat.
Oh, uncorked a big punch. Forearm straight to the face.
And again, his head is the target of this attack.
at this point, I don't know how he's still standing.
Gotta hurt.
Punk looking dominant now.
Oh! Short on clothesline by Punk. Rey Mysterio is in some...
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. That could be curtains for Rey.
Cover. CM Punk is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Battered and bruised. What a gutsy match out of Mysterio and Punk.
The bottom line is, CM Punk has a date with the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal.